I'm Kenneth Witt, and welcome to Gun Dog Nation. Gun Dog Nation is much more than a podcast. It's a movement to build a community of people around the world that like to watch a well-trained dog do what it's bred to do. Also, we want to get our youth involved into the sport of gun dogs, whether it be hunting, sport, or competition. We want to build a community of people united to preserve our gun dog heritage and to be better gun dog owners. Tune in to each weekly episode and learn about training, dog health, wellness, and nutrition. We will also offer tips for hunting with dogs and for competition, hunt tests, field trials, and other dog sports that involve gun dogs. Please go to our website, gundognation.com, and subscribe to our email list. We will keep you informed weekly with podcasts that are coming out. We also will be providing newsletters with training tips and health tips for your dog. You can also go to patreon.com/gundognation and become a member. There's different levels of membership on there. Just go check that out. Also, would like to thank Sean Brock for providing the music for this show, the introduction and the outro. As Sean Brock, he played everything on there except the banjo by Scott Vestal and the dobro by Jerry Douglas. Sean is a neighbor of mine from over in Harlan, Kentucky. I'm just crossing the mountain in Hyden, Kentucky, and he's a super talented guy. But most of all, I want you guys to check out the Creekers. They are also from Hyden, Kentucky, and this is an up-and-coming bluegrass and country band, and these guys are hot. They're all over TikTok and YouTube. You will hear these guys because in a year or so, they will be on the radio. They are very talented. Their videos are going viral on the net. These boys are family. Two of the lead singers, one grew up with my daughters, and the other one is my cousin's son, so he's family. But check them out. Check out the Creekers. Also, last but not least, if you want to buy a hat, koozie, t-shirt, or even gun dog supplies, go to shopgundognation.com and you can purchase any of those items. Thank you so much for listening. It's a privilege to have people that want to put up with me talking about dogs all the time. I actually enjoy what I do, and I'm so glad to have this opportunity, and thank you. Hello, welcome back. This is Kenneth Witt with the Gun Dog Nation podcast. I'm actually coming to you today, not from Texas, but from Eagle River, Wisconsin. I'm up here for the Rough Grouse Society's grouse camp that they put on, which starts tonight and goes through the weekend. It's pretty excited. It's my first time, but I've got a special guest on here. He'd reached out to me. We had a podcast, concerning how the coon dog guys make money and the retriever guys don't. And so anyway, Justin reached out to me. I'm going to introduce him more formally here in a second, but he reached out to me with a really neat idea. We're going to explore that, talk about that, because I think he's on to something that I'd like to promote on this podcast. But anyway, Justin, tell us who you are, where you live, and what you do for a living.
Yes, sir. My name is Justin Smith. I live in Chandler, Oklahoma. I'm a professional retriever trainer here. Mostly do hunt tests. I've dabbled in a handful of walls, and I've ran one open in my lifetime, and that was just for fun. I'm also a husband, a daddy, and most of all, Christian. So I run cowboy country retrievers here, mostly training gun dogs and hunt test dogs.
Nice. Now, Justin, how long have you been doing this as a pro?
As a pro, full-time, about 6 years. Yeah, I think next spring will be full-time, 6 years.
So when you gave up your day job, what was your day job?
I was actually a milkman.
Hey, all right. It's weird. So, I get different people on here telling me what they did before the pro trainer hood, and that's really neat. How long had you done that?
I was delivering milk about 5 years. I'd been in the oil field prior to that, went to college, went to the oil field, wanted to make some money, but spent some time out in Midland, and then I was ready to move back home because it was taken away from what I like to do the most, and which is hunt.
Yeah, you and I talked about that just now. At Midland, there's no retriever clubs, no water to train retrievers, and it's a great place to work. I love Midland, Texas. Been there 13 years. Just now getting ready to move out, but it's just not real retriever friendly, is it?
Not much.
So, Justin, let's get into this, man. You sent to me a really great idea, and it was a response to a podcast I did with Trevor Wade, who is the director over, if that's the right word, over the coon dog division of the UKC. And on that podcast, we talked about, hey, we've got, my camera's got moved. We've got these guys making really generous purses in the coon dog world, and here these retriever guys are spending lots and lots of money on training with nothing but ribbons. Now, no offense, the only people, and I've heard pro trainers say this, the only people that makes money, actually it was Jimmy Rogers might have told me this. I hope I didn't misquote Jimmy Rogers, but the only person that makes money in the retriever world is a pro trainer. Now,
he told me the same thing.
And I want to make this caveat. Please don't think I'm saying that pro trainers are making easy money, because I've spent 3 days with a pro trainer, but namely Clark Kennington, and man, all you guys, if you do it right, you work. It's work, and it's hard work. You can make good money, but you better be good at it, and you better put in sweat equity. Wouldn't you say so?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I just got the trailer unhooked and dogs unloaded and stepped right in the house to do this.
Yes. And I know you're
going back out.
And your day's not over, is it, Justin?
No.
So,
and I got a hunt test tomorrow.
I admire pro trainers, man, because it takes, it's hard work. You're out there in all weather conditions. You got to travel all the time. You earn your money. I know it's not cheap. I know to train a dog, it's costly, but you get what you pay for,
Right.
So anyway,
100%.
Justin, you have, I don't know if this idea was yours on your own or how you came about it, but let's talk about that. Tell us what you've got in mind to maybe make the game a little sweeter for all of us people in the retriever world.
Right. So this wasn't fully on my own. Justin Jackson and another pro friend of mine, we've kind of schemed on this for 6-7 months. But with what the Master Nationals came out with, I told both of them, I think it's time we go pretty hard at really developing something. And I had already had some documents made up, some ideas, and that we were editing and going back and forth. But now I think we got it pretty close, if not spot on, to how I think we should go forward and having our first event. So, and we're really basing this a lot off of the current hunt tests that are going on now, master hunt tests.
Okay. Now, quickly, Justin, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I'll forget to ask you this question. Do you run both AKC and HRC events?
Yes, I do. Mostly AKC stuff, but I've in the last 2 years, I've done more HRC.
Okay. One of the questions I want to ask you about, because you know more about this than I do, and I know you're more up on this, obviously, than me. What changed in the Master National to cause people to rethink things?
Hey, next year, the Master National is going to Oregon. And I think if you think back to your podcast you did with Rody Best, he talked about this year is going to be in Giddings, which is the largest entry they've ever had. I think it's just under 1,200 right now. So that's huge. And it might still be the largest sporting dog event in the country.
Wow.
So next year it is going to Oregon, and they're limiting the number of dogs that can go and run. I don't know all the intricate details, but that's the buzz that has a lot of people upset, is they're limiting dogs that qualify.
Yes. And
so it's going to make things tough.
And just for y'all listening, Adam Campbell and Jimmy Rogers on the Doghouse podcast actually did a really good segment on this new Master National rules, and they gave their comments and stuff on it, which are really, really good. It was a great podcast to learn about that. But so, yes, and I'm curious to see, I know it doesn't affect anything till next year, but I'm curious to see what it will affect, whether it will cost more people to go to HRC or maybe develop a new system. The coon dog guys, they've got UKC, PKC. And it's another, and the guys I talk to, even the UKC guys at UKC, say that the PKC is a very legitimate, great organization that has cash prizes that are fairly significant. So, well, let's hear about it, man. You got me on the edge of my seat. I've never, you and I have been talking back and forth briefly, but I've never gotten to get the meat and potatoes of your plan.
Right. So our plan is to basically have a master hunt test, 100-dog master.
Okay.
Right. So, but the stakes are a little bit tougher. Each mark will be, the distances are farther. The blind, the distances are farther. And we're actually being scored like a field trial is. Okay. So it's first, second, third. And so it's just a higher standard than what's already going on.
Okay.
Which is great. We have an open division and an amateur division. Within that open and amateur division, we have classes for the dogs, age classes. Okay. So we got the all age class, which is what it says. It's all ages. The intermediate class, that is dogs 5 years and younger. And the futurity class, that is dogs 3 years and younger.
Okay. I like that. Now, I'm sure you've got your reason for this, and I'm just asking these questions to help me understand, because I'm not a field trial game expert by any means. Why have a harder standard? What made you think to go that route?
Well, why not? For one, but two, just to let the elite dogs shine is a big thing, and to encourage people to train to a more elite level. There's a lot of hunt testers out there that will get their passes, get their titles, and they don't ever come back. They might run their local club's event in the spring and fall, but they don't ever strive for anything more.
Okay.
And anything more might be the quals or field trials or even the SRS. But some of them guys moving up to that level is so much tougher.
Hello, this is Kenneth Witt with Gundog Nation. Many people quickly become frustrated and confused when training a retriever. Cornerstone Gundog Academy's online courses eliminate all the guesswork by giving you a proven training system that will help you train a dog that anyone will be proud to have in their blind. Learn where to start, what to do next, and what to do when problems arise. Visit cornerstonegundogacademy.com to learn how you can train your retriever. I have used this method myself. I have been through it a couple times with different dogs. I refer back to it lots of times when I'm trying to get dogs freshened back up for hunt test season. I highly recommend them. I have actually been a subscribed member of Cornerstone Gundog Academy since 2016, and I would suggest anyone use it. I highly recommend it. They have an app that you can get to on your phone. You can do it from your phone, your laptop. You can't get any more convenient than that. I've used it. It's proven and tried. And I know literally hundreds of people that have done the same thing that I've talked to. Visit cornerstonegundogacademy.com and learn how to train your own retriever. Hello, this is Kenneth Witt, and Gundog Nation is proud to have one of their sponsors as Retriever Training Supply, based in Alabama. Retriever Training Supply offers fast shipping on quality gear. Your dog will love it. Visit retrievertrainingsupply.com to purchase gear to help you train your retriever. Listen, they have some of the best leashes I've ever found. It's stuff's made in America. Their leashes are, and they source them locally. They have anything you want, fast, friendly service, fast shipping, just good people. Retriever Training Supply. Yes, I can see that. Now, how far have you taken this idea? I mean, have you formed a club, or will you be forming a club? What's the next step?
Yeah, so we've formed a business name. It's called Hunting Retriever Trials. Filed all that, insurance, working on a website, the whole 9 yards.
Wow.
We're pretty well geared, ready to have our first event. Right now, trying to work with an entry system to be able to open it up the first event and allow people to start entering.
Well, I just want to say now, we're just getting started into this podcast, but anything that I can do to help promote you guys and spread it, I'll be glad to. That's what I'm here for. This is a community, man. We're helping each other. Without compensation. It's
Right.
But I love the idea. I love that someone wants to try something different and make it work. Do you have a start date yet, or what's step two? You form the documents. The lawyer in me takes over now. So you form the documents. Will you now try to set up clubs throughout the United States? What's the next level?
Not necessarily set up clubs. Maybe I was naive to this, and I thought it was going to have to be me reaching out to clubs or other trainers about hosting at their place. But last week, I couldn't hardly get off the phone with different facilities calling me wanting to host at their place. I couldn't believe it. So it has made me structure some things a little bit different to help promote these clubs, and these clubs make some money off of this deal.
Yes.
It's like I said, it was slightly overwhelming, and I didn't expect it. I thought it's just kind of slow go out there. Me have to call, hey, can we bring this event to your place? And it's been the other way around. People want us to come there.
Well, I tell you this, I thought, and I'm not bragging, but I felt like I wanted to do a story so bad with the Coon Dog guys because I got friends that do it. And I thought, man, it's time. And I just felt like it was a groundbreaking time to bring that podcast out with Trevor Wade. And then you pop up the day I released it with with the plan already in place. So, man, this is great. And I guess, Justin, I kept thinking I had tunnel vision there for a minute, thinking of the club, the traditional HRC, AKC thing, the club status, but you don't have clubs for SRS. People just go compete. So I see now sounds like you're really up and running already.
Right.
Nice.
And I will touch on one thing that I missed. We got the open and the amateur side. We also have a youth side, which I think is going to be huge. That there is kids that run master tests, junior tests, finished and started tests, but it's not that often. And it's a lot of pressure on them kids because they're having to sit there and compete, or they're amongst the big pros, the big amateurs. So it can be a little overwhelming for a kid. Our deal is the kids are competing against the kids. And as long as they have a qualified dog to run, they can come compete. And anything we can do to get more kids involved in the outdoors or even the dog industry, the way this world is nowadays, we've got to try our best to do something.
I'm so glad that you're doing that, because another thing that I touched on in that podcast with Trevor, the UKC has a youth world championship that's youth only.
Right.
And it's big prizes. Matter of fact, the 2023 or 24 youth world champions, my friend's son from Hyden, Kentucky, where I'm from, So that's amazing. I'm so glad that you're doing that, and anything I can do to help with that, I'm for. So you've got a youth plan. I love that. What's next after that?
It's just keep getting it out there and getting some sponsors, because like I said, with these clubs, I lost my train of thought there because I have so many thoughts on different things.
I do that all the time.
But for these clubs to help them make some money, I've restructured our sponsorship package. So 40% of our sponsorship package is going to go towards added money to the payout. So that's going to help boost our payouts. People go home with more money. Everybody loves that. 40% is going to go to help cover the event operations, the overhead of this event, paying for our judges, hotel, travel, birds, because we're using birds in our deal.
Live shot, not dead bird launches.
We'll have a flyer in the first series, like a master. Not every bird's going to be a flyer.
Okay.
So just all that overhead, and what I've restructured is 20% of this sponsorship money is going to go back to that host club. Because one of the facilities that called me. The Grand is wanting to be hosted at this place, but they said they can't right now because they don't have enough water. So they're trying to find ways to make more money for their club. That way they can host other large national events. So I was like, what can we do other than, paying a lease like we're already planning on doing it to help these clubs build more money? So in my mind, why don't we create good competition, fun competition between the clubs? So if this local club can fundraise for theirself and build money up for added money to this event, that's more money that's going to come back to the club. That's more people going to want to come run at this club because there's more money to be won.
I love it. I know you have projections. I know you've thought this out. You're way ahead of the game. What's your projection for the very first competition?
So our goal, I would like to fill up about 3/4 of what our maximum is.
Okay.
Honestly, because our max is 100 open dogs, 40 amateur dogs, and 10 youth.
Okay.
The only reason I would like to not fill up is because our first one's in November and daylight starts getting pretty short. So I'm trying to keep this under 2 days.
So you already have a date.
Oh, yeah, November 15th.
And where will that be?
That'll be at Texoma Retrievers, Justin Jackson, at his place. And he's in basically Lawton, Oklahoma.
Okay. Hang on a minute. Let me put this down, Justin. So November
15th and 16th.
Perfect. And man, that's great. You're way ahead than what I didn't know you were this far and had advanced this idea into action that far. That's great. I'm putting that on my calendar. So, where do you have a website up where people can go and enter already?
Not yet. Still working on all that. But all the information basically I've been pushing on Facebook because I'm not very tech savvy, but I can do a little bit of Facebook. So that's what I've been pushing it there. Okay.
And I guess, probably long term, you'll have some sort of data system like Entry Express or something for you guys.
Right.
Or maybe you could piggyback on one of those. I don't know.
Yeah. There's one, it's not Entry Express. There's another one that I'd like to speak with this lady and talk, because the big thing that we're trying to do is, I'm not sure if the coon dog industry does this, but track the yearly earnings of these dogs. And so we can find who our top dogs are. But over a lifetime, as long as we can run this deal, track the money earning of these dogs, and then be able to tie in their offspring to be able to know how much money this particular dog's offspring has won. Yeah. And that's the big thing, is creating a separation in these dogs versus just a master hunter. Why are these two, one's better than another?
Yes.
And they're all better in their own ways, but on paper, how can we be better?
Yes. Let me ask you this. For your competition that you all designed, do you feel like a dog that is a field trial dog, or a dog that is a grand dog, or a dog that is a master national dog has the best chance at your competition, and why? Hello, this is Kenneth Witt with Gun Dog Nation, and I've got to tell you guys about something that I've gotten hooked on lately. It's Faux-licious. These are gourmet instant pho and ramen bowls that actually taste like the real deal. When I'm out in the field all day and the last thing I want is to settle for bland camp food, Faux-licious is what I go to. It's authentic, the flavor, it's real ingredients, it's ready in just minutes. It's perfect for hunters, fishermen, or anyone on the go. And you can get them over 1,900 Walmarts nationwide, your local HEB here in Texas. Or you can just go online at faux-licious.com. Trust me, once you try it, you'll keep a few stocked in your bag, in your backpack, or for your next adventure. I just want to say this. I want to add this to this commercial because I know the owners of this company. They've hunted on my ranch. Joseph, he and I were actually met in Colorado on a hunting trip that was a real adventure. They are true hunters. They've hunted at the ranch, and I've hunted with them. And Anna, she is just amazing. She is the one that came up with this idea. They were both on Shark Tank. They are amazing people. So I love seeing people like this have a business. And I just had to say that in addition to the commercial because I really believe in the product and I believe in the people that made the product. Be sure and go to Folicious.com or go to Walmart or HEB and try their product. I promise you, you will like it.
I would say that Grand Dog probably has the best chance. I mean, they're a Grand Hunt Retriever champion for a reason. They're designed to be able to go anywhere in the world and perform at the highest level. But the way I've described it to people, even if they have a field trial dog, these people with elite dogs are smart enough. They're going to train for our event. Ain't no different than Conor McGregor going to fight Floyd Mayweather. He's not going to focus on kickboxing whenever he's going to go fight a boxer.
That's right. I like that. You have to excuse me. I got distracted here. My puppy Dallas, my new lab pup, is snoring.
Hey, as long as you can hear her, that's a good thing. If you can't hear her, something bad's going on.
I mean, it's hilarious. She's just a little over 8 weeks old. But anyway, so you guys going to be moving. I mean, we're under 60 days now.
Right.
So good. So y'all, do you have everybody in place set up to control the event, like helpers, volunteers, bird throwers, whatever that might be?
Yeah, that's why we're having it here locally. That's easy for Justin.
Okay.
We got a bunch of guys, under our wing that we can get a hold of. The main thing is judges, and Justin's working on that. Yeah. Justin Jackson.
Okay.
And he knows a lot more of those guys, and he knows the good ones.
Yes.
And that's what we want. We want high integrity, good people that know good dogs and good dog work.
And I'm sure you being a competitor yourself, you've made sure that this November 15th date doesn't conflict with other competitions that might hurt your outcome or attendance.
Yeah, it's the weekend after the Master National. So the Grand is over. The SRS Crown is over. Everybody's kind of decompressing. Let's go have some fun and win some serious money.
Yeah. Can you reveal yet what your prize will be?
As far as the prize money?
Yes.
Well, it all depends on how many entries we get.
Okay. And
I mean, if we fill up, get the 100 dogs, or let's just say this. My all-age category is capped at 50 dogs, and it's going to pay 10 placings. Okay. First place is going to be like 5,400.
Okay.
10th place is, I think the numbers, it was like $800, somewhere around there.
Okay. I like that. Do you have your sponsors in place yet? I might know a guy.
Right now, we have Zoom Dog Supplements is a part of it.
Okay.
A big dog food company has taken this to their headquarters, and they're having some meetings about it right now.
Good.
Some good guys. So.
Well, nice, man. I love it. I love it's. I've actually had some podcasts haven't released yet of guys that are like you, different thing, but ideas that they've sought into fruition and made it a reality. And I love that. I think that's American spirit, right?
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Hard work and getting after it.
No, man, I had no idea when we talked that you were this far into it. I'm so impressed, man. So do you have time, or can you walk me through this test?
Yeah. So the first test, every dog running the same test, regardless of age. So series 1 is just like a master. It's going to be a land series, triple with a flyer, double blind, but we are going to have a diversion bird. Somewhere in there in our first 2 series, you're going to have a diversion bird.
Okay.
Okay. Second series, land, water, triple, single blind. At least half of the test has to be water, and the other half is land.
Okay.
Third series, water triple, water blind. Each element of the test has to be water.
Okay.
And then, the judges will score each mark 1 through 10 on a half-point scale. They score that mark. Dog gets the next mark, and so on. And then we'll have an overall control score, steadiness, walking to the line, walking off the line, the delivering of the birds, just everything that judge thinks is control. He's going to score it.
Nice. Okay. And then, so in case I ask, how many series will there be? 4?
3 series.
Okay, 3. Okay. Right. So it's not like, I guess the Grand has like 6 series, right?
5.
Okay. And it goes on for 4 or 5 days.
Yeah. It's 5 days.
This won't be that extensive, time consuming.
No.
Okay. I like that.
The Master National used to be 6 series over about 10 days. Now it's 5 series over about 9 or 10 days.
Okay. I guess to move that many dogs through, you guys are used to that, man. I mean, you go to those tests all the time, and I'm sure Justin's probably hosted stuff like that before.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Good. So we've got experienced guys on your staff. You've got people that know what they're doing, ready to set this up. It's not going to be a learning curve.
No. I mean, we've all done this before. It's going to take a little more time. Just the distances and the complexity might be a little bit. But these are actual elite dogs versus your weekend test that you might have that young dog, that little weaker dog. They're not quite as good. So they might put on a 15, 20-second hunt per bird and just add some time. It'll run smooth. I mean, just like anything, you got to keep things moving and clean.
Well, be sure to anything that you want me to share on my social media, on all the platforms, I'll be glad to, man. And I'm on it every day, 7 days a week. And I'll do all I can to help, make awareness of this. And of course, the thing is, y'all don't really need me that much. I mean, you guys know all these trainers, all these competitors, amateurs and pros.
Right.
You could probably send out a text and a phone call and have a pretty good list.
Yeah. And there's some people that might not be a big fan of this right now because of the money. And that's fine. But anything in this, my problem with the hunt test deal, I ain't going to lie, is it's not that competitive. I like training the dogs. I like getting the passes. But for me, in my stage of my career, it's so hard to get a young hunter, say early 20s, young family. It's hard to be like, hey, you got a nice dog here. Why don't we take this to the next level, senior hunter, master hunter, and try to get them there? And they're not that interested. Once they start adding up what that's going to cost, or their wife starts adding up what that's going to cost, they kind of shut that down in a quick.
Yeah.
So this deal, if we can add the competitive factor, because most men are competitive, especially in this industry. Plus, put the money on there to where your very nice dog can win back this large investment that you already have in this sucker. It makes things better for them to want to do it.
Yes. Well, no, I love this idea. And then will this be a competition that's only held annually, or will you have a biannual? What's your plan there?
No, we're going to have the goal is to have 10 in the spring.
Okay.
And I'll send it to you offline, but I have a finals designed that's gonna drop some jaws. Okay. I ain't gonna lie. It's nothing like the retriever world, and I don't even think the coon dog industry does.
Will it be like a tournament system, kind of? Or
no,
okay.
Yeah, I'll have to explain it to you offline because I don't want to release all that just yet.
Okay, good deal.
It's very interesting because I maybe I told you on the phone. I come from the performance equine world.
Yes, yes. You rodeoed.
I rodeoed, yeah. So I based a lot of this off of that program. Sorry, I keep stuttering. I don't know if it's the headphones or what. I get an echo, basically.
So let me see. Well, oh. Gosh, mine's got an echo cancellation, and I should have hit that. Let's see here. But it won't let me while we're recording.
It's all right. I can get it together.
Okay, sorry.
And that's what's made this designing it so easy. I've seen it done for 20 plus years in the horse industry. First rodeoing, just team roping jackpots, even the show horse industry that they do. The dog industry mirrors the horse world. We're just so far behind the equine industry, it's not even funny.
Hey, it's Kenneth Whip, the Gun Dog Nation podcast, and I'm very proud to have as a new sponsor Cable Gangs. That's spelled Gangz. Brendan Landry at Cable Gangs has developed, in my opinion, and I'm a customer, the best tie-out systems on the market. They're easy to pack, easy to store. They can coil up just like an extension cord. They use premium galvanized steel cable coated with durable UV-resistant PVC coating. Brandon can make custom products, anything you want that's related to a dog tie-out system or a cable system or a way to safely secure your dog. They've even made a system that works with a bicycle so you can go and exercise your bicycles and have your dog running along with you. It would be impossible for me to describe to you all the different custom applications they have, so just go to their website at cablegangs.com and check it out. They make dog tie-outs, a way to safely secure your dog if you're at a field trial, a hunt test, coonhound competition, whatever that might be. These guys make the best product on the market. Check it out for yourself, cablegangs.com. So I like that. So Justin, you took what you learned in competitive rodeo, and now you're a pro trainer, and you've incorporated those ideas and come up. That's part of your background of coming up with this system. Right. I love it.
Yeah, I just didn't pull it out of thin air.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's why I've been able to go so fast with this. It's just easy to do.
The only thing, and you please correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't ever get on here and act like I know everything about the dog world. I learn just like everybody else. But in the retriever game, the only monetary awards are in the SRS. Is that right?
Right.
And it's not a discredit to the SRS. It's a great competition. It's not a big award, is it? Or
not like we're doing.
Okay. And it's only one person.
3.
Okay.
They pay first through third.
Didn't know that.
At their events.
Okay. Do you know what that amount is, or does it vary?
It's 25% of the entry fees.
Okay. Interesting. So, no, man.
We're doing 80%.
Okay. Big difference. And I assume, and if you don't tell me, you don't have to, that your fees will be higher than your normal hunt test fees. And so it has to be, right?
Yeah, it's $500 an entry fee.
Okay. And isn't that
go ahead.
Well, sorry, Justin. Isn't that typically what the coon dog world is? It's around that. I know they vary too.
Or more.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them are 1,000, 1,500.
You know what?
10,000 an entry.
If I'm not mistaken, I was looking at automotive stuff, and it may have been 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I'm not misstating that. But anyway, and that's that's part of it, though, right? I mean, you
right.
If you want to have a big purse.
Yeah. And why not have a big entry fee with the most elite dogs? Most of these guys, they got the money. If they've spent, here's a good example. The UKC put out a sheet that showed the average age of a hunt test dog to get their first pass. And then for the title, I'd have to pull it up in my phones. Basically, and this is an average, most professionally trained dogs is going to be done a little faster. But I believe at the finished level, the first pass was 31 months old. And then I believe the title was like 38 months old, so something like that.
Yeah.
On average. So tack $1,000 a month onto that, and zero return. What business does that make sense? We all love our dogs, but I mean, like tons of my clients say, they'll pick, as long as they pick up ducks for me, I'm happy. Yeah. So they just want the basic program and they move on, and that's fine.
Yeah. But you're right. It is so expensive. I mean, I've always sat and thought about just seeing a whole kennel full of a bunch of SRS dogs once and their ages, and thought about how much money it took to make an SRS dog with a pro trainer. You could go buy a brand new diesel truck, for that.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Or probably two of them.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly right. Wow. I hope that this, I mean, to me, it's for the betterment of the sport and to help it grow. And I think
technically the breed,
yes. And explain your thoughts on that. I like what you were telling me when we were talking before. Explain why you say that.
In my opinion, it's probably controversial for me to even say it. And even just because it's events I run. But the master title, there's so many dogs running right now and so many dogs titling. The prestige of these master titles or finished titles, I feel like are getting watered down. COVID, in my opinion, helped this industry explode. It helped me become a professional trainer. Not going to lie. More people were buying puppies. More people were wanting to get them trained. And also there's more people at home training them themselves. Yeah. So what else do they have to do? Let's go run these hunt tests. The government's giving us $700 a month or whatever it was. So we got a little extra money. So it got people in. And now that was COVID, we're 5 years from that when it kicked off. A lot of those dogs are aged out too. So with the breeding, and I may have mentioned it earlier, you take this normal guy's master hunter and this person's master hunter and pair them together today. Without this, those are $1,500 puppies, $1,800 puppies, depending on what's behind that pedigree. A lot of these dogs that are master hunters, kind of like what you got, are out of multi-time grand champions, grand champion females, or a AFC bred to a grand champion female.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what everybody wants, right?
That's what everybody wants.
So why not turn this into a guy that has a master hunter and a master hunter, but the sire has, call it in the last 3 years, is won 70,000. And the female in the last 3 years has won 40,000. Pair those together, and now you can see the difference in elite dogs. They compete against all the other elites, just like in the SRS, but we're just not putting a title on it.
Yeah.
It was putting money beside the dogs. And these dogs just keep building money forever. And that's what they do in the field trial industry. They build points forever until they quit running. But they don't, well, I say that. Some of the owners, they probably look back and see the offspring's derby points and then the all age points. And that's what helps them sell semen and stuff down the road. Hunt test people can't do that. The puppies had however many master passes, but whoop-de-doo, kind of. That's not necessarily the nice thing to say, but it's just hard nowadays the way the master game has gotten. It's crazy.
That's a very interesting outlook. You made me think about that a lot. So what is there? I know you got some stuff that's under wrap pre-competition. But is there anything that you'd like to announce on here?
Nothing today.
Okay.
That I can think of. I feel like everything that I know, everybody else knows right now.
Yeah.
We are working with some media outlets that we're going to promote these dogs and this event's different than any other dog sport does. So I think that's going to be a huge game changer.
Nice.
And, we're not just supporting our events with the media, but these dogs, because we want people to see and want, a Dallas. Whenever Dallas has won X amount of money in this event, and are focusing on Dallas or whoever else's dogs, you got to put it out to the masses and promote these trainers. Call it 8 years ago, I would have never known who Rody Best is. If I would have been, who's the best dog trainer in the country, wouldn't have had a clue.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So why not promote our people to the waterfowl industry, the outdoor industry? Whenever these guys are the best of the best, how come nobody knows about them? Everybody knows Patrick Mahomes or Tom Brady. They're the best of the best in their industry, especially in sports. Why not here?
That's right. There is no way to really Google. I mean, I guess there's reviews online and stuff, but yeah.
Yeah.
So, will you, or do you guys have a vision to make these winnings a title on either UKC or AK registration, or is that not even a worry?
Not even really a worry.
Okay.
If somebody from the UKC wanted to approach us or AKC, I mean, we could entertain anything right now.
Sure.
But stuff just has to make sense with our vision.
Yes. Hey, it's Kenneth Witt with the Gun Dog Nation podcast, and we are so proud to be partnered with the National Shoot to Retrieve Association, also known as NASTRA. NASTRA has a common love for producing the best bird dogs possible. It's a great community that builds and bonds everlasting friendships. I've actually got to meet a lot of the NASTRA members who's taken me hunting and some other grouse hunting and stuff in different places. So I can honestly say I'm a member, and I'm proud to be partnered with them. NASTRA hosts national and regional field trials that emphasize the working ability of bird dogs. They have been around for over 50 years. There's a reason that NASTRA has been around that long. Please check them out at www.nstra.org and belong and support your local NASTRA club. They do have national and regional events, and it's a good place to help learn to be a better dog trainer, a better dog owner, and to compete with your bird dog. Thank you. Yeah, and do you foresee you all maybe through this competition that you're developing, creating your own registration organization?
Maybe I haven't thought it through that far. I've had a coon dog industry registration. I can't remember what you would call it, asking about partnering with this, and I told them, we can talk, but I'm staying focused on our event, the dogs, and promoting that.
Yes. Because you know how it is. The money and the winnings are great to track, and that's going to be highly important. But people also like those titles. They like those certificates, and on their but maybe you can have some kind of hybrid.
If they want to put them certificates on their wall, they can just copy these checks and put those on their wall.
That's a lot better, yeah, and cash it. I like that. Well, no, I'm just sitting here thinking, man, this is kind of a groundbreaking deal. I'm really excited to have you on here and talk about this. Man, we definitely got to get this episode out before November. And heck, maybe we need to edit in a tag on this podcast if if you've got more information available, throw it on here somehow before it's released. Because these podcasts, mine are, now that I do 2 a week, they come out faster. Used to, I'd have podcasts be in the hopper for like 2 months to longer. Now it's not that way. They're coming out quicker. Even though I do a lot of podcasts, I keep anyway. So maybe we can try to time it out where it comes out in time to be beneficial to your date, your start date, gives people time to enter. Do you have an entry deadline yet for folks?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm waiting to hear back from the folks from Hunt Secretary before I decide on that.
Okay. Now, important information here, Justin. If people want to enter this event, how can they do it at this stage?
But basically, I've thought about treating it the same way the PRCA does, the Professional Rodeo Association. I believe it's every Tuesday night. It's call-in entries.
Okay.
They might enter 4 rodeos in one night, and then they just collect their credit card over the phone, and it's paid then, and you're entered.
Okay.
And they've done that for 80 years.
Nice.
And it works for them.
Yeah. I like that. So can people officially enter yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
No. No, not yet.
I
thought I had something there, but no.
Well, as soon as that happens, let me know, and I'll post on everything. So, and I'll point them, guide them to you or whoever is going to accept those entries and try to facilitate that as best I can.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We hope so many people show up, because with what I have in this pipeline, like I said, they're going to be happy to be at the first one. It's going to be a ton of fun. Hopefully everybody, not everybody can, but hopefully everybody can get a piece of the money. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but I said the 50 dogs, it's 10 placings is what we're paying out. That last hole is at least your entry fees back plus some. So that's through all categories. I wanted everybody to at least be able to get a piece.
Yes. No, I like that.
Come back for more.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's like a drug addict, right? Just give them a taste and they get them come back.
Yeah.
That's why a bad analogy. We'll have to edit that off. But,
yeah.
No, man, seriously. Well, let me ask you. Let's get on you personally a little bit here. What kind of dogs you got in the kennel that you're training right now? Is it all retrievers?
It's all retrievers, thankfully. A couple golden retrievers, mostly all black labs.
Wow.
Got one Chessie in here right now and 2 yellow males. Knock on wood, it's been a while since I've had a chocolate in, but I think next week I got one coming in.
You charging extra?
No.
I'm just kidding.
There's breeds I do charge extra for, but
yeah, those Chessies are a little different, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not too much. It depends on the Chessie. The big thing is you just can't let them suckers win against you in a way. Once they figure out how to get you, they're just knuckleheads for a while. This dude I got right now is, he's probably 90 pounds and 8 months old. But he's just like a lab. He's so cool. He's been so easy.
I talked with a guy a couple weeks ago in Montana. I think it's Brad Davis. I talk to so many people during the day. It's insane. But has some really, really well-bred Chessies. And, they're beautiful dogs.
Right.
I just never have been around one to know the differences in just a lab other than what people have told me.
Mm-hmm. They got some sure enough personalities. One of my buddies, I'm going to have dinner with him tonight, who's helped me with this deal, Ryan Madow. I think he's taken 4 or 5 Chessies to the National this year.
Wow.
I mean, he has great success with them.
Yeah, they're a neat dog. And one of the things the Montana guy was telling me is like, hey, I hunt up here on the Canadian border. We're in harsh conditions, and these Chessies can take the cold, better than a lab. So makes sense.
That's what they were designed for.
Now, will you be at the Grand this year?
No, I send my dogs with other pros. I have so many gun dogs, and waterfowl season fixing to come up, I can't take away my time from these young dogs to go run that. So I'll send my big dogs with other guys.
Now, being a pro trainer, Justin, do you get to hunt much?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
That's why I train dogs. I mean, my passion is hunting, so I'm not going to let something take away from that passion. I still have work to do, during waterfowl season, but I'm going to go out and get them too.
Now, are you strictly a waterfowl hunter? Do you do any upland?
No, shoot, I wish I did more upland. That's what I grew up doing. My dad had a kennel of, it seemed like 50 pointers. It was probably 5 whenever I was having to feed them all.
Yeah.
But we did a ton of upland hunting in northern Oklahoma, pheasant and quail, and that was my dad's deal. But the numbers of quail, dwindled down in northern Oklahoma and even here in our area. So we got a lab and we started duck hunting.
Well, since you've been in Oklahoma and knowing pointers, did you know Adrian Jackson I had on my podcast?
I don't know him. I was young back then. I don't, the Ronnie Smith and Delmar Smith is who I knew because I grew up rodeoing with Delmar's grandson.
Okay. Nice.
And he's big into horses now, not dogs.
Now, who's his father?
I can't remember which one's his daddy.
Yeah, I've never met Rick yet. Talked to him on the phone. And
it might be Rick.
Okay.
It's not Ron.
Yeah, because their kids are young, fairly young. Good folks, though, man. They got some good dogs. I'm traveling right now with a Brittany from Ronnie and Susanna, and hunted all last week. Hunted 6 days out of 7 for grouse, sharptail, and Hungarian partridge. And man, he's really starting to come about. And I've got a new English pointer.
Oh yeah, I love them English pointers.
I'll be rough grouse hunting here tomorrow in Wisconsin Sunday, but it's with that club though, or the camp. Mm-hmm. But no, man, we'll have to try to hook up and waterfowl hunt sometime. You have to take me up there in Oklahoma.
You'd love it here. Basically, well, I had a guy teal hunt it last night, right out my front door. That's what he thinks it's right out my front door, but it's 3 miles down the road. We can ride the buggy right to a marsh I got. We plant it and flood it and do all that stuff too. It's pretty good. Nice.
Yeah, I may have to come up there and poach on you a little bit.
And it's easy.
Okay. Well, let's see. I would really love to do some kind of segment on you when y'all get ready to open and have entries and stuff, even if it's just maybe we do a little short commercial for you, but keep me posted. Justin, I want to see you all succeed. I hope this is a huge success for you. I hope it just blows up, man. And I believe it will. I think you've got the enthusiasm, the knowledge. Seems like you got the right people with you to make that happen. Purina Pro Plan. Here at Gundog Nation, we use Purina Pro Plan for our dogs. We actually use the Sport Performance Edition, which is 30% protein and 20% fat, the beef and bison. It contains glucosamine, omega-3s for their joints. It also contains amino acids for muscles and antioxidants. And it also has probiotics. It's guaranteed to have live probiotics in each serving. There's no artificial colors or flavors. We see the difference in our dogs. We see the difference in their coat, their performance, their endurance, and also in recovery. Be sure to use Purina Pro Plan dog food. The reputation speaks for itself. There's a reason that Purina has been around for such a long time. We suggest that you use it, and we are so proud to be sponsored by Purina Dog Food. When you're getting ready to go on your next hunting trip, make sure you pack the most efficient and reliable ammunition on the market. Migra Ammunition brings you the most diverse loads on the market. Migra's patented stacked load technology is the epitome of efficiency. 2 shot sizes stacked together to create the most diverse and efficient line of shot shells in the industry. It doesn't matter what flyway, what state, or what the weather, the standard remains the same. At Migra, reliable loads that perform in any condition every single time. We're proud to have Migra Ammunition as a sponsor for Gundog Nation.
Yeah. Well, and we're all kind of ready for a change.
Yeah.
So it just takes somebody going after it. And that's what I've always been good at. just see a vision and let's go for it.
No, and you said it best. You just said that, doing this podcast, I get to hear everybody's opinions and stuff from the dog world. And just recently, and maybe some of the changes in the other agencies, but I think there's lots of people that feel the way you just said. People are ready for a change or something new. So that's
Right.
neat. I'm glad you're doing that, and I'm not criticizing any of the other registrations. My dogs are dual registered, UKC, AKC, and
Mine too.
yeah, and I plan to do hunt tests on both of them, but I'm not good enough to have a dog at your all's hunt test yet, or your all's field trial. But
one day you might.
Yeah, one day that might be that would be a goal, especially if I can win money. That's a motivator.
The money's a big motivator.
Yes, it is. Especially
we got. That's kind of like I said. A lot of these guys that get their title, and what's their motivation now?
Yeah, you're right. If you don't breed, it's just the title, right? I mean, I do it for fun. I'm not a breeder, and really don't want to be a breeder. It's just I'd rather just compete and work with my dogs. But it is fun. I do like hunt tests. I've met so many nice people that way.
Yeah,
it's I almost am kind of hooked on it. Like I can't wait for hunt test seasons. It's almost like hunting season now. Right. I look forward to that.
Right.
But yeah, I spent all last spring, ran all the HRC, AKC tests in Texas. I didn't go outside the state, but you don't have to in Texas. There's every weekend there's one.
Yeah, anymore, unless if it's farther than 4 hours from my house, I ain't going.
It's tough. So, see, think about living in West Texas. You know that Midland. I'm 4 hours from. I'm 5 hours from everywhere.
Yeah, from the grocery store.
Yeah. So yeah, I had to travel a lot last spring, which I'm moving to Gallatin, Tennessee, but I'm still, and I know it's going to be a tough drive. I'm still going to do hunt tests in Texas, just because I've got too many friends there, man. And it's going to be a drive, but you know what? It's you only live once. I'm going to do it.
That's right. I mean, it'll be real fun.
Well, hopefully we'll get to meet in person some of this stuff. And
I think so. I told Chris Rudd on his podcast, you and him need to come down and do like post-game interview with these guys. Well, I think that'd be so cool.
I think it actually might work for me. That's why I put that on my calendar, because I think I'm open. Right now I'm open that weekend, I'm pretty sure, and I put it down. So I'd love to get there and be part of that, especially the first one, man. Even though that might not be your biggest one, it'd be the smallest one you'll probably ever have. I want to see to me, it's groundbreaking history,
Right. Right.
So if I can get there, I won't promise but I'll promise I'll let you know something really quick. I'll be there if I can.
Yeah, and that'd be great. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, love to cover it. I'd have a ball. I think it'd be exciting to cover for me. It'd be a privilege for me to get to cover that.
Right. It'd be fun. It's different than any other event that we have for the dogs right now.
Well, Justin, anything else you want to tell the listeners about if they're interested in this, how they can get in touch with you? Anything you want to say, go ahead.
If anybody wants to ask me questions, they can shoot me a message on Facebook, whether the page Hunting Retriever Trials, my personal page, Justin Smith, or give me a phone call, 405-240-7759. And I really just hope that with this event, with anything in all of our lives could, this country's gone kind of so bad. I just really hope that we can start making a change and just be a lot better people to everybody.
Yeah, I do too. And people, if there's anyone out there that's not in this community, it's listening, and you've ever thought about getting in the dog world, the hunt dog community, it's a family, and there's a lot of good people in this community.
Yeah, there ain't, especially me and you probably now, there ain't many spots in this country that I can drive and blow a tire and not have a spare that I can't call somebody and within an hour they're probably going to be there.
Yeah. I just had a guy text me this morning from North Dakota. I hunted with him this past weekend. He's like, man, you'll never have to pay to hunt in North Dakota or Montana again. I was like, what a nice thing,
Yeah.
And I just I love it. But that's what kind of community this is. And anybody listening, if you're interested in dogs, training dogs, hunting with dogs, hey, do it. There's no better time than the present.
Or if your kids want to do it.
Amen. Yes.
Just like the livestock industry, get your kid a dog and send them out with a pro.
That's right.
Let them go work for them, throw birds, and let that pro help your kid.
I will say one last thing on that note. I'm just tagging on what you just said, Justin. So I've got a podcast that'll probably be out here maybe next week with Gordon Lee High School in Georgia. It's Walker County, Georgia.
Yeah.
Man, I hope this spreads I hope it goes viral. I hope that other schools do the same thing these kids are doing and has a gun dog team and competes with their dogs. It's a great thing, and it's got kids. It's gotten kids off the couch, away from video games, from non-hunting homes, and competing with hunting dogs. And that they're training and working themselves. Now, some of these dogs are trained; they're just handling them, but they're also learning.
Right. That's fine.
Yeah, that's right. That's still being a handler is not easy. It's nerve-wracking.
No.
And these kids are winning titles. It's you all see when you get to that podcast comes out, it's worth listening to. The kids are actually on it. I've got the principal, coach. Yeah. So I hope in Oklahoma, Texas, Kentucky, Tennessee, all the states follow suit with this.
Yeah, it would be so cool. Just like there's archery teams, FFA kids. I mean, when I grew up in the FFA, there was a ton of kids that lived in an apartment, but we had built them a school farm. Yep. They got them a goat or a hog, or the booster club was able to buy them a hog. And like you said, it got them off the couch and off the video games, or at least out of their situation.
That's right.
And got them around good people.
That's right. And that's another thing the coach talks about, it's just these kids, even some kids that are not on the team want to come down and play with the dogs. And these are high school kids, they ain't like it's elementary. These are high school kids.
Everybody loves a dog.
That's right. Well, man, Justin, I know you and I could talk for days, especially me. But anyway, man, I know you got to get back to it. I've got a bunch of dogs with me too. I've got to go work.
Oh, yeah.
And it finally quit raining here, so I'm going to go take advantage of it. But, man, thank you so much for letting me give me the privilege to do this with you. And I hope that I can do more to promote it.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity.
All right.
This is going to be a big deal.
All right. Hey, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello, this is Kenneth Witt with Gun Dog Nation. I'd like to encourage all you listeners and viewers on our YouTube channel to check out patreon.com/GunDogNation. For $10 a month, you can become a member of our community, and we'll have access to lots of stuff. Mainly, we'll do a monthly forum, an open forum, where you can ask me anything gun dog related, and we'll learn from each other in the community. Should be a lot of fun each month. We will do that. So check it out, patreon.com/GunDogNation.